Hi everyone, this is Lauren from the LKS Address. Welcome back to our YouTube channel. This is the follow-up video to our kitchen reveal, and today we're going to be talking about all of the specific products and sources that we use throughout our kitchen, and we'll also be breaking down the final kitchen cost. It'll be really interesting to see. We originally had a kitchen budget video, so even I'm curious to see how that stacks up against what we actually spent on this kitchen. So let's get started on all of our kitchen sources. We're gonna start off with the biggest items throughout our kitchen, which are typically the most expensive. If you followed along in our Reno vlogs, you'll know that we replaced just about everything: cabinets, countertop, flooring. So there's a lot to cover. Let's start off with the cabinets, which is the biggest item. We used IKEA cabinets with semi-handmade fronts. These are custom fronts by the semi-handmade company. We used DIY Shaker, which is an unfinished cabinet front that we painted ourselves. The perimeter of our kitchen is painted in Benjamin Moore classic gray color, and then the island is painted in Benjamin Moore Pashmina. Moving on to the countertops, we opted for quartz countertops. We really wanted to do a natural stone, but as we did more research, we realized that it really wasn't in the budget or in the functionality that Cam and I were looking for our kitchen. So we ultimately decided on quartz. If you're in the Midwest region, we use terrazzo and marble stone supply. They are amazing. They have so many great choices. Our countertop is from the Definity quartz line, and it is called Optimo Evoque Plus. For flooring, we're so excited about this flooring. It is Stuga Moonlight, which comes directly from Sweden. Our condo floor was a dupe of this one. We've been wanting to use it for years, and it does not disappoint. We are so happy with it. We also gave all of the walls a fresh coat of paint. We are using Benjamin Moore Chantilly lace color, and all of our trim is new, and that's also in Benjamin Moore Chantilly lace, just a slightly different finish in satin. Now let's talk about some of the sources at our kitchen island. At our kitchen lights, our kitchen pendants, they are from Frema. They're the circle brass pendants in small. They came directly from Europe, which caused us a little bit of problems when we were trying to install them, but they're worth it in the end. We love how light and unvisually obtrusive they are. And then for our bar stools, we went with Hay bar stools from Design Within Reach. This is the About a Stool 32. We customized these and custom ordered them with this graphite fabric and walnut legs so that they kind of incorporated with our coffee bar. And then as we move down towards the cabinetry of the island, you'll see that throughout our kitchen, we're using brass door hardware. This is from Battle Creek Hardware. We partnered with them. They're a small business in Michigan that we just absolutely love. It has great quality for a really nice price, and we're using the Portland collection. We have a Portland pole, and then we have a Portland flat top knob, and these are in the color Florentine brass. At the kitchen sink wall, you can see that we chose to do the quartz backsplash up throughout the kitchen. And then for appliances, we went with KitchenAid appliances, but we actually mix and match. So we did KitchenAid dishwasher and a KitchenAid 30-inch gas range. And then we decided to do the Bosch counter depth refrigerator. I believe it's the 500 series. Bosch has some of the best refrigerators on the market, and we just felt like it was just a nicer refrigerator than the KitchenAid one for the same cost. So we decided to switch it up and choose that one. And then for the rest of the sink wall, we're using a Cross stainless steel undermount sink. I believe it is 31 inches. This is the same sink that we use in our condo, and we really liked it, so it was kind of an easy choice for us to keep the same one. We went with the same faucet too, the Moen Align faucet in black. Also really happy with this faucet, very easy choice for us. Then on the accent wall, we chose to do 2 candle sconces on each side of the window. These are from Skulltuna. They're the reflex sconce in brass. Love the touch of brass it adds to this wall and a little bit of personality. And then at the range wall, like I said, we used a 30-inch gas range from KitchenAid. Also really happy with it. It's a pretty standard range, but we really like it so far. And then for our hood, we used a Kobe duct insert. I believe it's 30 inches. And then for the front of the custom range hood, we went with Portola Paints Roman Clay in the color Charleston. We finished it off with some brass trim, which is sourced from Etsy. I can leave the link in the description below. And that finishes off our range area. On the opposite end of our island, we've got this nice little moment here, which is a brass rail from Duval. If you followed along our kitchen reno series, you know that this kitchen is very Duval inspired, and it's great to have an authentic Duval piece to finish off our kitchen island. Let's finish up at our coffee bar. Here we're using a lot of the same sources, but at the cabinets we decided to do the semi-handmade glass fronts to add a little bit more personality to this area. We hacked inside the cabinets with walnut veneer, which we picked up from a local lumberyard. It's also available at big box stores like Home Depot online, so if you don't have any local lumberyards in your area that might carry this, there's plenty of options to find it. We continued that on the backsplash of the bar, and then we also finished the shelves off with some solid walnut wood that we picked up at that same supplier. The shelf brackets are Duval inspired, but they're sourced from Etsy, so I'll link that below. And the picture light is also from Amazon, which we'll link below. If you have any additional questions on any of the sources or accessories we use in our kitchen, we'll have a link in the description below with most of the products, but if not, just leave a comment and we're happy to help. And now is a very interesting conversation to have with you all. The final cost of our kitchen. This is a very taboo topic. We wanted to be very transparent. We originally filmed a kitchen budget video where we outlined the budget for a majority of the expenses for our kitchen, and we're gonna circle back and see how our budget stacked up against our actual cost. So let's sit down and go through that together. All right, let's get to the juicy stuff. This is what everyone wants to know. So we're not really gonna touch on the budget, but our original budget for the kitchen was $30,000 with a $5,000 contingency for a total of $35,000. Let's get to what we actually spent on this kitchen. And we know this is really important for people, especially if you're a DIYer and you're trying to save money and you're on a tight budget. Budgeting is a really important aspect of the planning and renovation process. So to start, for the cabinet boxes, which came from IKEA, we spent $4,400, a little bit more than we originally planned for. For the cabinet fronts that came from Semi-Handmade, we spent $4,000, again, slightly over what we originally planned. At the counters and the backsplash, we spent $9,300. This was a significant savings from what we originally planned because we ended up going with quartz. The appliances, we spent slightly more at $5,950. For the plumbing fixtures, we went with what we had in our condo because we were really happy with it, and we spent $1,350. For lighting fixtures, we spent a little less than we planned for at $1,000. For miscellaneous materials, these are all the little Home Depot trips and everything that you don't think of. It adds up really, really quick. We ended up spending $4,500. This was a little bit more than we planned for, and this is the first time I'm actually categorizing this because I really wanted to know how much we ended up spending at Home Depot. This also included the cost for the plumber to move the vent pipe for our sink out of the soffit. And the grand total of what we spent on the kitchen was $30,500. So we were absolutely on point with our budget and didn't even really need to dip into the contingency, which is really good news for us. And it makes me feel very confident that when you plan a kitchen and then price out what you've actually planned, you can stay really close to your budget. And with that, we're gonna wrap up the video here. If you have any questions on kitchen costs, kitchen budget, kitchen sources, just leave a comment below. We're happy to help. We have so many projects to get to in our house, and we're really excited to start sharing the next project with you. So if you're not subscribed, please subscribe to our channel, thumbs up the video, and we'll see you next time.